What's up? I'm Brandy with the Rouge Collection. Today I have DJ Kelly Green with us. How you doing, DJ?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. We're used to seeing you at Live After 9 DJ for the library. Let us know how you got started on DJing.
My dad just had a pair of turntables laying around in his house one day, and he wasn't doing anything with them, so I ended up playing around with them, and I taught myself how to DJ. And after like 2 or 3 years, I started taking it seriously, and now I'm here.
Did you start studying music, or did you start doing shows?
Well, when I was younger, I studied music. I played like 5 different instruments. I was in the orchestra for about 12 years. It made DJing easier, so yeah, I kind of did study music outside of just sheet music and playing instruments, but not so much as actually really hardcore studying.
So what's your style of DJ, you would say?
I'm really laid back. I scratch a lot. I use vinyl, of course, so I definitely like to take advantage of the fact that I use vinyl. I play a lot of hip hop, R&B. I really play everything. I take requests. People, I think that's a lot of the reason why people like me sometimes, because I usually play people's requests and people get so happy.
Yeah. It does something for them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to ask, but I'm like, I don't want to bother.
Yeah, no.
So I'm sure that does something for
I mean, when you don't, sometimes people get upset and they ask you again, but that all comes with just being a DJ and just taking it how it is.
I want to take you back to the basics, like what you said, vinyl and scratch and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Break that down to us. What is that?
Okay, so with technology, how it is now, there are so many different types of DJs. I don't know if you ever seen Master of the Mix, that it's like a reality TV show, a DJ competition show that comes on VH1.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
There was one guy on there who was like an iPad DJ. So he had built this program to where he was mixing songs off his iPad. It's so many ways you can do it, but the basic old school way is on vinyl. So I basically just have 2 turntables and a mixer and 2 records, and I use Serato to load my music onto the turntables, and I scratch and I just kind of take it all the way back, like the original style. That's why I like using vinyl. I don't really like to go anywhere without my turntables, because I just like to have that original feel.
And that's something you say, that original feel, because that goes way back.
Yeah.
And you're a young DJ, so how hard is it to incorporate these older styles and newer styles together when you're usually dealing with a younger group?
Well, it's not so much hard. It's just I have to figure out when to pull it out, when to pull this old song out, or how is this gonna fit in with this, or usually it just depends on the crowd. I just gotta read the crowd.
Do you go in with a playlist or anything?
No, I always live mix. I figure everything out when I get to the club or whatever the venue is. I never come with a playlist.
How hard is it to be a female DJ?
I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of easy for me.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say it's been like totally easy. It's not like DJing is not an easy thing to do. It's not easy to break into that world, especially being a female. But I had probably about 2 or 3 years of practice before I actually started trying to get gigs and doing this stuff. So I kind of just came in knowing a good bit of what I was doing. So I wasn't just coming into the business blindsided, like, you know, I kind of had a good idea of how I was going to present myself to everybody to get gigs and market myself, basically.
So what can we look forward to in the future from DJ Kelly Green?
Well, I'll definitely be DJing at more clubs around Baton Rouge. I just did City Bar last week, so you'll see me more at City Bar. I'll be at the library every other Friday. I also have a mixtape coming out this Friday, and I have a mixtape release party at the library.
Wow.
So it's called Fine Vinyl, and it's gonna be released it's not a certain time. I'm just releasing it Friday. I'm gonna be spinning at Politics at 3 p.m. So if you want to hear Fine Vinyl early, come to Politics that day, and I'll be playing it. I'll perform it live that night at the library with James Jackson.
That's gonna be dope. So I look forward to the mixtape because you're a female, straight up female power. So I expect my own copy of the mixtape.
Of course.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask you one more question, Kelly. If you could tell the whole world one thing, what would it be?
Okay, about myself?
Just if you could tell the whole world one thing, it doesn't matter. Not about yourself, just something encouraging.
Okay.
Something like that.
I always tell myself, you don't have to do what everybody wants you to do. As far as me being a female DJ, a lot of people think that females have to do certain things, go out of their morals, and cross certain lines to get where they want to be, and it doesn't have to be like that. And I think that's a huge misconception with people. And me being a female DJ, and I worked my way up, and I think if you believe in yourself enough and you really want what your dream is, you can work your way up, and you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. You can always say no, and basically just keep your integrity.
I love that. Great ending. Appreciate you stopping by with us today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Y'all check her out at Politics on Friday, 3 p.m., right?
Yep.
Friday at the library as well, right?
At 9 p.m. I'll be there bright and early.
All right. This is Brandy with the Rouge Collection signing out.